everybody! We are out here at Bells Mill Park for another special episode of Wild About Wildlife, and today we're going to be talking about bugs. These little insects and arachnids that you might find out here at the parks are really great for our ecosystem. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pest, and we're going to touch on that as well. So we're going to start off with the annoying bugs that we really don't like to deal with too much. The mosquitoes, the ticks, even the chiggers that you may have heard of. These are the bugs that we want to protect ourselves from when we go out and explore our parks here in Chesapeake. Now, you may not even really notice that they are around. Ticks like to hang out in the tall grasses along the sides of the trails. They might drop down from a tree. The best way to keep yourself safe from a tick is to wear a lot of clothing, long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants. You can even tuck your socks into your pant legs. And then, of course, to be preventative, you can wear bug spray. Make sure you're always checking the instructions on the bug spray before you use it so that you apply it properly. And go home after your adventure and check your body and check your family members' bodies, and also check your pets. If you bring a dog out there with you, make sure there are no ticks attached to any one of you. Now, there's a lot of great resources online that you can check out. If you do happen to find a tick, you can safely remove it using a pair of tweezers, and you can also store that tick in a little bottle with some rubbing alcohol, just in case you notice a bug bite or swelling or even a little bullseye rash that you want to get checked out. That way the doctor will be able to identify the tick that you found and have a better chance of diagnosing what is going on. Now, another pesky bug out here, of course, are those mosquitoes. We live in Chesapeake, Virginia. This is a low-lying area. There's a lot of standing water, and mosquitoes are just always going to be around. Now, the good thing to remember is that mosquitoes are actually pretty important. They help to control animal populations by introducing diseases and viruses, but that doesn't mean that we want to be introduced to those things. So the best way to protect yourself against mosquitoes is, of course, your bug spray. Wear light and loose-fitting clothing so that they can't get through, and you can adjust the times of day that you go out and explore. During the day, you're probably less likely to come in contact with mosquitoes, but there's always a chance. And since we have such mild winters down here, of course, these mosquitoes could pop up in the middle of winter when you're not expecting them. Keep a bottle of bug spray in your car, and you will always be prepared on your adventure. Same thing goes with chiggers. They're going to be something that you come in contact as you're walking along the tall grasses. Make sure you stick to your trails, make sure you're wearing long pants and socks, and of course, spray that bug spray on your feet, on your shoes, and on your body. Now, you may have also heard of fire ants. If you're thinking that those are only in farther southern states like Florida and Texas, you're wrong. Fire ants are in Virginia, and they've been here for a long time. They're just not quite as widespread as they are in those other areas. Now, the good thing about fire ants is they're pretty easy to spot. They build these very large mounds. They're very loose soil and loose dirt. And so once you get used to spotting those mounds, you'll be able to see them really easily. The catch about fire ants is that if you accidentally disturb the mound, they are going to come out in the hundreds, and that's when you have to be careful. Bug spray is not going to protect you too much from these guys. The best way is to become familiar with what these mounds look like and to be careful and observant of those while you're walking around. You're not likely to find a fire ant in the middle of a trail if you're exploring our parks, so feel safe and confident there. But if you happen to adventure off of the trail or find yourself in a big grassy field, you may find them. If you do stumble across a fire ant mound in one of our parks, you can contact us and we will make sure it is taken care of. Now to talk about all of our fun insects that we have out here in Chesapeake. There are lots of different places to explore to find butterflies and grasshoppers, lots of different bugs and critters that you can take a cool look at, observe, and get to know throughout the year. Bring a butterfly net out to the Arboretum, out here to Bells Mill Park, to any of our beautiful parks. Right now is a great time to be spotting monarch butterflies. Monarch butterflies can actually migrate hundreds of miles. On average, they'll migrate 44 miles a day. The longest migration has actually been over 200 miles, and they're making their way from the United States right now all the way down to fir forests in Mexico, if you can believe that. So come on out to our parks, see if you can spot some of these monarchs. It's truly an incredible time out here. It's a beautiful journey that these insects will be taking, and we can't wait for you to get out and explore. Thanks for watching.